My husband had an appointment this morning with ICE. So when we went in, everything was okay. The officer was like, do we have, all your cases pending? And I said yes. I showed all of the receipts for the adjustment of status, the I-130 that's pending, and the asylum case as well that's also pending. But at the end, they said they had to detain him. And they did. I've wanted a child so long. God finally sent my husband my way. We got married. We're on the IVF process. We spent every last dime on that process. And tomorrow is my first appointment for this cycle.
ICE has expanded their arrests at airports across the country, including here in San Diego.
So I got up to take the luggages up there, and when I turned around, there was 3 officers already getting her and grabbing her, and she was, they were throwing her on the ground, and just chaos.
Attorneys say they've gotten a handful of calls in the past few days of people detained here with pending immigration cases. So that's things like asylum applications or adjustments of status through their citizen spouses.
So if ICE really wanted to arrest these individuals or question these people, they have all of their information already.
ICE tells me this is part of their information sharing with TSA, but this new wave of detentions here seems to be happening after people make it past security.
At the gate, either immediately getting off the plane or about to board the plane. We've also heard from some folks getting detained at the baggage claim area.
ICE did send me a statement that says, in part, this administration is working diligently to ensure that aliens in our country illegally can no longer fly unless it is out of our country to self-deport. One attorney told me it's generally plainclothes agents, and a man whose wife was arrested at the San Jose airport last fall told me that was really scary.
They were dressed normal. They looked like normal travelers. They had no identification, no nothing. So that's why we're like, who are these guys?
Let's go.
Thank you.
Can I see your? I just want to know your name.
This reminds me of slavery. That's what they did with slaves. If you go to any place, you will see historically slaves were shackled. This is shackling. This is modern day shackling. And when I saw the ankle bracelet, I said, this is how slaves felt. And we're making human beings feel like animals. We're making them feel like modern day slavery in America.
But girl, this is what you guys demanded. You said the ICE facilities, the holding facilities, were inhumane. So the solution to that would be what? You want us just to send them back home and not detain them and not give them due process? Or do you want another solution where they can go to their houses? They may have to be tracked, but for you to make a parallel between slaves and having to wear an ankle monitor is absolutely asinine, considering the people wearing the ankle monitor can just go home whenever they want, and they're not being forced to work. They're not being forced to do anything they don't want to do. They're willingly putting on that ankle monitor so that they can get their due process that you also demanded and be sent back home or stay in this country. That's what you asked for. See, I think the thing is you leftists and liberals will never be happy no matter what they do. They can give you an inch and you're going to take a mile. I say we stop bending to your will, because this just proves right here that you are never going to be satisfied. And we just do what we want to do, to deport them, stop listening to your insanity. And if someone has a problem with that, oh well, this is what we voted for. And if you don't like it, maybe invite them to come live in your house. Maybe you could take them all in. And until you do, sit the F.
No, breaking your backs to get a fucking photo.
Excuse me, sir, what country are you from? Excuse me, sir, what country are you from?
I'm Hispanic and I vote for Mr. Trump. We vote for Mr. Trump. Yes, Mr. Trump. We love you. We love you. All the way to the White House.
Beyond betrayed. They used us. They actually, during the campaign, and I don't want to make this political, but during the campaign, the elected officials from the Republican Party, they actually told us that it was not going to touch the documented people.
Help! Help! Help us! Hey, you guys, come help us!
Chantal, say nothing at all. Offer them nothing, show them nothing.
And furthermore,
yeah, she's right outside the door, Chantal.
And she's right outside, and that's fine. You can. We're gonna close the door.
ICE is here. Help us! Help us! No, don't show me in.
Back up, please.
I don't
Back up,
want to.
please.
No, stop.
Breaking immigration news. ICE is starting the deportation machine in Chicago the first week of Trump's presidency. And just know something, it's going to continue across the United States. You need to understand how to remain silent. You have a constitutional right to remain silent, and you can give your name, but that's it. And you need to have a plan so that you can stay in the United States. I'm Gloria Cardenas, 15 years of deportation defense in immigration courts across the United States. I know what the hell I'm talking about. Please like and share and follow me throughout all the platforms as we proceed on for the next 4 years, because I'm not going anywhere and I'm never going to stop fighting for you.
For many immigrants, temporary protected status, better known as TPS, felt like a guarantee. Years passed, families were raised, jobs were built, communities were established, and for some, it became easy to believe that temporary protection would always be there. But immigration policies can change, and when they do, people who relied on the TPS can suddenly find themselves facing difficult choices and, in some cases, immigration enforcement. Today we are looking at why so many people believed they were safe and why that assumption has proven risky for some, and what recent events reveal about the importance of understanding the difference between temporary and permanent legal status.
Now, didn't I say on my last post that us Black Americans are aware that the ICE raids were not just for the Latino community? So now they've started in the Haitian community. Now they're looking to deport the Haitian community. So I was on a live last night and I heard the gentleman going in on Africans, saying how Africans don't like or care for Black Americans. So this is here. Just saw a video of a Haitian community whooping some ICE agent ass. Wasn't nobody getting took. Wasn't nobody getting took. They couldn't outnumber them. So just understand, in the black community right now, they can't decipher if you Haitian or black. Right. And again, like I said, we all knew that it wasn't just for Latinos. It's for anybody that is not of their caucus status. Okay? So get clear, get prepared, get ready. Be down. If you see it, do not ignore it. Don't ignore it. Don't pull your camera out. Don't pull your cameras out. It's over for the camera and the filming. Okay? It's over for the camera and the filming right now. Because now, you know, they got their quota with the Hispanic community. They're going after the black community. And we knew that was coming. This is not a surprise, but this is a call for preparation and awareness. You understand? So I'm telling you, black Americans, the Caribbeans, the Haitians, any of the black color people. Yeah, Haitian community, they not standing for it. And you gotta remember, they was the ones that ran Master up out of Haiti. So that right there should let you know that they not playing, and at this point, most definitely a side has to be picked. Okay? Understand that right now, they are raiding black communities as well. Pray, armor up, stay focused, stay aware, and most certainly don't pull that camera out. Don't pull that camera out.
Good afternoon, all. It is Monday, July the 27th, and this is one news story that some of you absolutely better be paying attention to. According to reports, ICE is expected to ramp up deportations of Haitians as this administration has ended temporary status for Haitians. What does that mean to you? You may think that this does not concern you, but I can tell you, unless they are speaking Geechee to your face, it would be almost impossible to pick out a Haitian immigrant from an American-born black person. These mass agents have a tendency to notice they got it wrong after the fact, a whole lot of the time. I'm just saying, use that information as you will, black people. Be safe.
Well, let's talk about TPS. TPS comes from the word temporarily, and it is created to protect people from returning to countries facing extraordinary conditions such as armed conflict, natural disasters, but it is not the same as permanent residency or citizenship. It can be renewed, extended, modified, or ended depending on government's decision and changing conditions. For many people, TPS provided years of stability. They built careers, started businesses, bought homes, and raised children. But some immigration attorneys have long encouraged eligible individuals to explore whether they qualify for permanent forms of legal status instead of assuming TPS alone would always be enough. And that is not always possible. Many people don't qualify for another pathway. But where options do exist, waiting until policies change can make the process even more difficult. So we have seen this discussion come up across different communities. For example, the Haitians have lived under TPS for 16 years after disaster and instability in Haiti. So as federal policy changed, many suddenly faced uncertainty about what would happen next. Similar concerns have affected other groups, including some people from countries such as Somalia and Venezuela, Mexico, depending on their individual immigration circumstances and the policies in effect at the time. So The broader lesson here isn't about one nationality. It is about how quickly immigration rules can shift. Political expectations can also play a role. During elections, different communities often support different candidates for different reasons. Some voters believe that certain policies will benefit them, while others expect immigration enforcement to focus elsewhere. But immigration enforcement generally follows the policies adopted by administration in office, regardless of who individual immigrant voted for or supported politically. So people's personal preferences do not exempt them from immigration law. So the reality has surprised some families who assumed enforcement would never affect them personally. The biggest takeaway is simple. Temporary status should be understood as temporary. If someone has an opportunity to pursue a more permanent legal pathway, it's generally wise to seek qualified legal advice early rather than waiting until policies change or deadlines approach. Every immigration case is different and not everyone has the same options, but understanding those options sooner rather than later can make a significant difference. This isn't about celebrating anyone's hardship. Deportation and immigration proceedings can have profound effects on families and communities. At the same time, changing immigration policies remind us that relying on assumption instead of staying informed can carry real consequences. What do you guys think? Should government provide clearer long-term pathways for people who have lived and worked in a country for many years, or should TPS remain strictly temporary? Share your thoughts in the comment section below, and kindly remember to keep it respectful. If you want breakdowns like these, hit the subscribe button and join our family. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.